Hi, CBW Video here. I'd like to show you some new time-lapse work that I've been doing. If you've been on my channel, you've seen some of my wide-angle star shots that I've done in the past. And these are fun, but there's a lot more going on in the sky than just rotation of the Earth and planes and meteors. There's also comets, which are slow-moving to be sure, but that's what time-lapse has a tendency to enhance. We've had a couple of comets this fall. We had Comet ISON, which has not survived its perihelion passage, but on the way in it was a pretty good show. And then we also have Comet Lovejoy, which is still in the sky as I make this video in December. Now, Comet ISON, let's look at that first. Here's a shot of Comet ISON through my 500 millimeter lens. It was nice going in. Here's another shot taken with a 1,000 millimeter lens, and here's an enhanced version of that. You can see some detail in the tail. Now these photographs are fairly short, like 15-20 seconds. And that's not enough to show any detailed motion of the comet against the background stars. But if you see these shots taken at observatories with high magnification or longer exposures, very often the motion is so obvious that the photographer in this case has to guide on the head of the comet so as to create the detail there and let the stars trail in the background. Well, let's take a look at the ISON movie. All right, I had some challenges in this movie. One of them was clouds in the background. The other was dawn approaching. But you can see a relative motion of ISON against the background stars. Let's look at a cropped version of that. You see ISON creeping up on a star and passing it slightly to above, and then dawn breaks and we lose it. Comet Lovejoy was a lot friendlier. It was higher up in the sky at dawn, and the sky stayed darker longer. I was able to get some good exposures. Here's my first take of the movie there. I wasn't very well polar aligned, so everything is kind of drifting off, and it's hard to tell the motion of the comet. But in this version where I've isolated the frames and took the motion, the polar axis motion out of it, you can see the drifting of the comet against the background stars. It actually creeps up in a culture star. And then finally dawn breaks. Let's take a look at that again. It's approaching the star, swallows it up, and passes the star, and moves on by, and then dawn breaks and it starts to get bright again. So that's it for the two comets that are around today, but check back on my channel to see if I've got any new updates on other time-lapse projects.